Death with dignity typically refers to the concept of allowing terminally ill individuals to end their lives on their own terms, often through the use of medication prescribed by a physician. This practice is also known as physician-assisted dying or physician-assisted suicide. The idea behind death with dignity is to provide individuals who are suffering from unbearable pain or facing imminent death the option to die peacefully and with control over their own destiny. It's often seen as a compassionate response to end-of-life suffering, allowing individuals to maintain their autonomy and dignity. However, the topic is highly debated, with ethical, moral, religious, and legal considerations coming into play. Supporters argue that it's a matter of personal autonomy and compassion, while opponents raise concerns about the potential for abuse, the sanctity of life, and the slippery slope toward euthanasia without consent. Several countries and states have legalized some form of assisted dying, but it remains a contentious issue in many places around the world. A few months ago, I reviewed the states, territories of the United States and their laws. Now I want to tell you about an organization that helps with self-deliverance, which is not illegal in any U.S. state. However, free speech is protected by the First Amendment to the Constitution. Within that framework, Final End Network provides information and a compassionate presence. They provide nothing else. They hold that mentally competent adults who suffer from a terminal illness, intractable physical pain, chronic or progressive physical disabilities, or who face loss of autonomy and selfhood through dementia, have a basic human right to choose to end their lives when they judge their quality of life to be unacceptable. Their mission is to educate qualified individuals in practical, peaceful ways to end their lives, offer a compassionate bedside presence, and defend their right to choose. Their vision is that any competent person unbearably suffering an intractable medical condition has the option to die legally and peacefully. Personal autonomy at the end of life and the right to self-deliverance aren't worth much if one doesn't have the knowledge to comfortably and safely exercise them. Final Exit Network's Exit Guide program educates people on ways they can shape their end-of-life path. For those considering hastening their death, exit guides provide information so that self-deliverance is a peaceful and practical option they may consider, and a compassionate presence for people who choose that option. Our guides offer education on reliable, time-tested methods of self-deliverance. Safeguards are in place to ensure the person's decision is voluntary and repeatedly stated. If our clients wish, our guides will be with them, providing companionship and comfort if they choose to exit. FEN serves those who do not have access to medical aid in dying, either because their state doesn't yet have an aid in dying law, or because their medical condition is not immediately terminal, and would leave them suffering for years, unable to use a law even if one were available.